And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to what we have been waiting for. We begin the All-Star races here at M&M Super Speedway for Season 3 of the NNSCRA. We start first with the Oreo Truck Series All-Star race. And I'm Seth Cole, joined with my color commentator, Joseph Bryant. Joseph, what are you looking for to happen in this race?
Good racing, lots of M&Ms and Oreos in victory lane.
No doubt about that. They're definitely going to want to bring their sweet tooth if they win this event, but not only because of the candy that would be there, all the confetti and everything, but how about the $1 million check that awaits them?
Oh, definitely. That always sweetens the pot for anybody.
Well, in this race, we actually have all three of our defending champions from last season. Of course, Adam Chambers, who won the Snickers Cup Series Championship, starting in 4th. Jake Rogers, who is the defending Truck Series champion, starting off in 5th. And Timmy Pacioli, the Mobile One Cup Series defending champion, starting off mid-pack. But really, the big story is the person that's on the pole for this race. Stephanie Williams came into this race filling in for the injured Jennifer Miller. Ended up finishing 2nd in a Mobile One race, in an Oreo Open race, and gets the point for this event. How would it be for a driver that comes in as a fill-in to end up winning the All-Star race?
Very exciting, I'm sure. Especially when you don't expect to go places in 2 races.
Absolutely. Stephanie Williams' biggest surprise this week. She's going to start on the pole alongside of Anthony McCurry. Row 2 comprised of Corey Williams, who picked up a win at Pocono 2 weeks ago, and then Adam Chambers, who also is a former winner in this series. We'll get these cars rolling off. They will complete 2 pace laps, and then we will go under the green flag for a 25-lap segment. Then we'll have a break, and then a 50-lap segment to cap off this event. While these cars complete their pace laps, then we will show you the star-studded field starting lineup for what will be the Season 3 Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race from M&M's Super Speedway. These trucks are very durable. They'll be able to bounce off each other. They may even get into a wreck and still be able to continue on. You'll want to do that in order to win this event as they come down here to the stripe, and we'll get underway in the All-Star race.
It's going to be an interesting race. I've never really commentated at this track before, but I don't know. We'll see how tire wear goes on throughout the afternoon with the speeds here.
Whoa! Sean Henley put a major block right there to go 3 wide. But the front 2, the guys that started 1-2, they're still 1-2 heading through turns 2 there. Rim riding is Adam Chambers. Here comes the 31 of T.O. Bain. How would it be for a driver like T.O. Bain, who got into this being top 10 in the standings but doesn't have a win this season?
It's got to be pretty interesting. Did he get in off the fan vote?
No, he ended up being top 10 in the standings. Whoa, they're 4 wide! 4 wide through this turn, and John Dillon, the only driver this season to have 2 victories in the trucks, was the guy that made that move. Oh, my goodness, they're wrecking! I think a car was flipping back there.
We can see that Joseph Bryant and Seth Cole made it through.
Oh my goodness, look at, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Did he flipped over the pit wall.
He flipped over the wall.
He's in the infield.
That's got to raise some questions with the track safety people right here.
I would think so. And look, our pole sitter, Stephanie Williams, she was involved. Along with our Daytona winner, Brandon Bain. Corey Williams, oh man, he was up front starting this race. I think he started in the 3rd position. And now what's got to be going through the mind of drivers that now realize that we're under our first caution and we didn't even complete 1 green flag lap?
You probably could say that's just racing too hard, too fast in the race.
And too early. And there's our Season 1 champion in the Oreo Truck Series, Robert Bann. He won earlier on this season, I believe it was at Phoenix. There's the guy who's the defending Truck Series champ, Jake Rogers. He may have had damage. Looks like there may be some damage to the 77 of Sean Galligan as well. Right about there on the left side of that car.
Looks like he might have some right front damage too.
Looking through the pack here just to see who else was involved. There's Evan Gattuso. He made it through, and he ended up getting the softball challenge question right. But it looks like everybody else made it through. And nobody is going to come to pit road. It doesn't look like... Oh, yeah, they are. They're coming down pit road. Few staying out there, though. Is this wise strategy? Because they do have to make a mandatory pit stop. Would you come in at this point, or would you think about staying out and leading for a while this early on in the segment?
Well, they might have also gone through the first 2 turns and realized maybe when they need to make a track bar adjustment or a wedge adjustment to tighten stuff up, or, you know, make those kind of adjustments. Just have to see what happens.
Everybody's down here on this end of pit road. Looks like John Dillon's going to be gas and go. Maybe he got some tires. I don't know for certain. But he is gone. He is going to come out, I think, 4th, because I think a few stayed out. Yeah, Lisa Shears, Brandon Gonzalez, Adam Rose, and Jack Richards deciding to stay out. And we will take a break here and look back and see what put us under our first caution of the day. Okay, let's watch down the bottom of the screen, down on the left side, see if maybe contact's made somewhere. They were 7 wide through here. Look at this. Gonzalez, Ban, and there you go. The 66 got into the 57. Boy, talk about getting too rough to
29 got up on the front.
That's our pole sitter, Stephanie Williams.
She didn't have anywhere to go, so she got kind of caught in there.
And look at the 4-car, barrel rolling, flipping. Oh my goodness. And here's the part that really concerns us, is not only was he flipping and barrel rolling, I mean, we've seen that in races, but when he comes sliding down here, he's actually still going about 75 miles an hour, but when he hits right here, oh, he went into another barrel roll, and it just rolled him over the wall.
It looks like he might have got caught in the dirt, which made him cause that.
It caused him to catch onto that grass, and he almost hit the M&M sign right there as well. That could have been hard, because that's just pure metal on the pole there.
Looks like you hit the fence and came to a stop. So.
Yeah, oh my goodness. That's the first time I think I've ever seen that happen here. But nonetheless, Sean Henley, Brandon Bain, Stephanie Williams, Robert Ban, Corey Williams, and a lot of others involved in a wreck here early on in the Oreo Truck Series All-Star race.
Colin Crockley, he could be the dark horse in this race. He's up in third. Down on the inside line in 4th is the 1-car. That would be, I believe, Adam Chambers. When they come around, next time it's white flag in the air. This is going to be a good race to the finish. Oh, there was almost 4 wide back there and almost some contact, but they settled it out. This has been a good, clean race. I've been really surprised. These guys have done a great job. Although I was out in the truck, and I must admit, trucks do handle better than the actual race cars. Vincent Marsh to the inside now. He's going to take over the top spot. John Worry is there to help him. Colin Crockley is third in that inside line in the Tide Chevrolet. Who's going to lead down here on the white flag lap? Looks like it'll be Vincent Marsh. White flag in the air. All out the window, all teammates, all alliances. It's every man for himself on the final lap here at Daytona. Here's Colin Crockley to the inside. Crockley's going to take over the top spot. Here on turn 2, Crockley trying to make a valiant return to the Oreo Truck Series, but Matt Smith is there. Will Smith be able to get his first win? Here he comes to the inside. Matt Smith down to the inside. He's got the 38 of James Ball with him. This is going to be a fight to the finish. Matt Smith on the inside line takes over the top spot. Can James Ball maybe make a move? Here they come out of the turn number 4. At the stripe, who's it going to be? Here comes James Ball to the inside. At the stripe, it is Matt Smith. Winning the Oreo Truck Series, Matt Smith wins.
So we will get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Thanks for joining us. I'm Seth Cole.
I'm Joseph Bryant.
And we are hosting the NNSCRA All-Star Race for the Oreo Truck Series as Lisa Shears leads the way at this point. If you're just joining us, we had one huge wreck that occurred, took out about 6 or 7 drivers. We can list them for you right now. They are Corey Williams, Robert Band, Sean Henley, Brandon Bain, and Stephanie Williams, who started on the pole for this event. And all of those drivers are still in the airfield care center. We're certainly hoping that all of them are okay.
I was wondering during the commercial break if the number 4 can come out. Would he be disqualified for leaving the race field?
That's actually a very good question. I don't know for certain if they would do that. I mean, undoubtedly we now know that he's declared himself out of the race, but it is possible something like that could happen. The thing is, we've never experienced something like that in the NNSCRA.
And we are ready to be going green.
Top 5 looks like this: Lisa Shears, Brandon Gonzalez, Adam Rose, Jack Richards, and John Dillon. The top 4 did not pit last time. We'll have to see how fresh tires do against older tires here on this run, as we're green flag racing on lap 6.
Yep, that's right, and Lisa Shears gets off to a pretty good restart.
Now don't forget, these 4 drivers that stayed out, they still have to make a mandatory pit stop. If we went into a long green flag run, how would that put them in situation for the next segment?
It would all depend, I would think, on how long, well, number 1, how long would be in between the 2 segments. And that was some pretty fast racing down there on the bottom.
Yeah, it was 4 wide back there, and I think that was Bob Fergus. It was indeed our Infineon race winner going down to the inside. There's also Dylan Poteet, who won one of the 2 fan votes to get into this race. Battle for the lead. That's Adam Rose. He's going to go to the front. Rose actually got into this event not because of a win this season and not because of top 10 in the standings. He had a win last season after the Season 2 Oreo Truck Series All-Star race. So it rolled over here to get him into the All-Star race this season. And there's a breakaway there. There's like a...
Oh, definitely. Between...
Like 8 or 9 pack and then the rest of the field?
The speeds right now are reminding me of Michigan.
Yeah, they're up to 205 miles per hour right now.
Going into turn 1, they were up to almost 225.
Oh my goodness. And that could be part of the reason why the speeds are so high here, with the fact that these drivers are racing so hard so early. I don't know if that's really such good strategy. I mean, obviously you'd like to be able to be leading in segment 2, but I'm not sure if I would push it that early.
Yeah, it'd be a tough one to debate about. Especially, it looks like it was paved too, so it might that also will probably play a factor in both segments today.
Well, the fan vote winner Dylan Poteet just took the lead, but just like that,
3 wide.
Yep, Jack Richards, John Dillon, they're going to split 3 wide coming down the back straightaway, and you know, 3 wide I guess is okay here. It looks like they're giving each other enough room, but they got 7 wide back there when we had our first caution.
Definitely. It looks like they might be going 4 wide, or they were attempting to go 4 wide.
They are 4 wide, but still they're giving enough room there. But here comes Evan Gattuso, the last driver to get into the All-Star races. He goes to the inside. Evan Gattuso, basically an unknown. He's had maybe 2 or 3 Truck Series starts here. And suddenly, we were talking about that breakaway. It started to close up now.
Looks like it almost went 5 wide for the lead right there.
Whoa! Timmy Pacioli almost turned Bob Fergus there. That could have been a big wreck. And oh, there they go! Oh! 48 got up in the air. That's Nick Bergen, and just like that. Looks
like the 83 almost.
Oh!
There's the second car that went over the wall today.
Oh my goodness! This is bizarre. There's just one word for it. It's bizarre.
That one looked like it was a harder one than the other one.
Oh, man. There's Lisa Shears. We were talking about her. Didn't she lead to the restart?
Yes, she did.
Jake Croven, Anthony McCrory, Wolfgang Mason, and Jake Rogers, who ended up being our champion last season in the trucks. Pace truck is out, obviously. Oh, Sean Galley, look at that. The whole right front is gone. There's no right front on that race car anymore.
Well, they're pit crew doesn't have that much work to do.
No.
Moving all the sheet metal.
Right, Dylan Poteet as well. He's involved. One of our fan vote winners, T.O. Bain's involved. There's the car that went flipping. Nick Bergen. Also, looks like the OKC Thunder car has some front end damage of Jack Richards.
We're all 10 laps into it, and it's already become an intense race.
I'll tell you what, just thinking of it, oh, Seth Cole's got damage, John Dillon's got damage, Matthew Rodriguez looks like he's got damage, everybody else looks like they're okay, but...
Hey, how's that even possible that the pace cars are going running into all these other cars? That should be illegal.
Oh, man. Looks like Timmy Pacioli led down to the line, but when we get to the 50-lap segment, there's not going to be any field left to race it for the checkers.
No.
But, oh my goodness, just utter chaos emerging here once again at M&M Super Speedway. And we will take a look at a replay. Okay, so here's what happened. They really were racing quite well, but then Lisa Shears gets into Adam Rose and turns him up the racetrack.
Actually, looks like the 83 went down briefly.
Just, oh, look at that. There's just no room to get through. Jack Richards, Dylan Poteet. There's Seth Cole in the 11. I think he hits T.O. Bain, but we're going to look back and see the rest of the wrecking further back, but we're watching Nick Bergen. And
yeah, he's going into some pretty intense barrel rolls. Yeah, barrel rolls right now.
And it's the grass that's catching the car, I think, that's causing it to flip.
Yeah, with the spoiler and other stuff that's on the car, it doesn't really help it either.
And there you see both the rear and the front of the car hits the inside wall.
And he's still flipping in the on the infield. So that wall did not break his momentum at all.
Not at all. That car had a lot of momentum going in, and fortunately the 48, I think, lands on all four wheels. But we'll take a commercial break and we'll be right back because there's a train coming! back to the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race, and we have some breaking news from the NNSCRA. And that is that due to the wrecking that's been going on here, we have a total of 13 cars still on the racetrack, 12 on the lead lap, which would give us only 13 cars racing it down to the checkers in the final segment. So the NNSCRA has called off the final 50-lap segment. That will only take place in the Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race. Mobile One Cup Series All-Star Race will be a 25-lap All-Star Race as well. So this race will end when we reach lap 25, and these are the drivers that retired after that last wreck. John Dillon, Dylan Poteet, Jack Richards, T.O. Bain, Jeff Brakeman, Sean Galligan, also Wolfgang Mason, Jack Richards, Nick Bergen, who took that wild ride into the infield, also Lisa Shears retiring from the race as well. And certainly this has been one wild race, and we are only halfway.
That is definite, especially it might be down to two people, or everyone might crash out or something. You never know, especially with about 12 laps to go.
Exactly. Jake Crovan's one lap down. He could pick up some spots here if wrecks occur, but it's not likely. Top five as we go back to green is Evan Gattuso, James McLeod, Joseph Bryant, then Matthew Rodriguez, and Timmy Pacioli as the green flag comes out. And we already have a battle for the lead on our hands. James McLeod underneath Evan Gattuso. And look who's emerging into the picture here all of a sudden. That'd be the number 89, Racing with Jesus Subway Dodge of Joseph Bryant. Last time he went to Victory Lane was back, I believe, at Las Vegas in a photo finish. But he certainly wants to win here in the All-Star race as James McLeod leads the way. Bryant runs in second. And you would think that with only 12 race cars on the lead lap, they're not going to be wrecking each other. I'm not too confident about that.
Yep, especially coming down to the wire with 10 laps.
Oh, we got pit stops.
This must be the mandatory pit stop there NNSCRA was talking about.
Well, I'm not exactly sure because I think that Joseph Bryant and Matthew Rodriguez pitted back on lap 2.
Yeah, that's right. So did Seth Cole.
Well, could this be tire problems? You were talking about tire wear.
It could be too, but
they're taking tires.
You think with the last couple cautions, the tires won't be that hot.
Right. Well, nonetheless, it's certainly going to shake this field up.
Oh, that's for sure.
3 wide here. Timmy Pacioli's going to go to the front. Pacioli picked up another Truck Series victory this season. That was, I believe, at Atlanta. Pacioli holds the record for most Truck Series victories in a single season. Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm sorry, that's Michael Harvey. Pacioli has 2, but Harvey has 3.
Are they out at pit lane now?
I think they are. As they drag race to the line, Pacioli by a splitter. There is Joseph Bryant. There is Evan Gattuso. There is James McLeod. They've made their pit stops and are returning to the racetrack. So now you got to wonder if these guys made pit stops, what will these drivers have to do? Will they have to come down pit road before this race is over?
It all depends on strategy too, what the crew chiefs and drivers are trying to work on to, push it to the end without either running out of gas or pitting.
Well, right now, Dylan Young leads the way. He won at Talladega. Fergus behind him, who won it in Finion. And then Brandon Gonzalez.
There's a slight three-way battle for the lead right now.
Yeah, Brandon Gonzalez got in top 10 in the standings, and looks like Bob Fergus will take the top spot. Definitely seems like low line is the way to go, and if you're going to be making passes.
Oh, definitely. I'm seeing that a lot, though, in a lot of the races, though, in both series.
Right. So here's Brandon Gonzalez. He's getting some drafting help from Timmy Pacioli. Now, they do have a car up ahead. That's Joseph Bryant. He's still in the tail end of the lead lap in 11th place.
What would help him would be a caution right about now. That way he doesn't get lapped and he can get back to at least the tail end up to his other people in front of him.
It looks like they're going to catch him, though, which is rather surprising in the fact that he's got fresher tires. However, he doesn't have any drafting partners, but now he's going to get into this group who still have not made a pit stop. Joseph Bryant, Matthew Rodriguez, and two others.
He's going to be going a lap down.
Looks like Tim Pacioli is the leader, as he will go through turns 1 and 2 as the leader. Not for long. Dylan Young coming to the inside. But, oh, there goes Bryant. He got flat out turned.
He didn't get that much damage, though.
No, but that almost looked like it was on purpose. I don't know.
It was kind of close.
And I'm wondering if it was him, Bob Fergus. I think the 75 may have turned him. I don't know what's going on there, but I think...
Is the caution out?
That's what I'm trying to find out. No caution. No caution for that. I'm a little bit surprised, a little bit perplexed.
I don't know why the NNSCRA officials didn't call a caution for that.
I'm not exactly either. Maybe with the fact that Bryant continued on. However, he did hit the wall, so I would think there'd be some sheet metal up in the turn 2 area.
You would think so.
Nonetheless, Joseph Bryant, the caution would have come out, but he was a lap down, so it wouldn't have helped him get back on the lead lap. But nonetheless, he's now got a damaged race car. And we've got a 5-car breakaway with about 7 laps to go. It may be these 5 to settle it out for the win. Dylan Young, Brandon Gonzalez, Timmy Pacioli, Anthony McCreary, and Adam Chambers are the top 5. Let's go through the field, see who else is running where. Well, Joseph Bryant's been able to continue on. He's back up to speed.
I don't think he's come by pit road yet, has he?
I don't think he has.
So we were looking at that to see if he pits.
There's Adam Rose. He's in 7th. Matthew Rodriguez, he's a lap down now. He's in 12th. Lap down in 13th is Jake Croven. There's the car we're trying to figure out what was going on there. He turned Joseph Bryant. That's Bob Fergus. Then you got these cars running back here. However, I think they're about to get caught by the lead lap cars. Because here are Gattuso and McLeod going through turn 3 now.
And I actually haven't even seen Seth Cole up there anywhere.
Seth Cole is currently running in 8th without the hood. We didn't see him on our last pass by. Oh, and here we go.
Here comes the leaders pitting.
So they cannot make it on fuel. This could... Now Joseph Bryant did go a lap down. However, he's continued on.
If he doesn't pit.
Exactly. So let's see who's going to be the new leader here. It looks like Tim Pacioli is going to be the leader at this point. As Pacioli in the 19th, did he make a pit stop earlier, maybe?
He might have. I can't remember if he did or not, to be honest with you.
Let's see if he's going to have to come down pit road this time. He may have made a pit stop 1 lap earlier.
Nope, he's staying out.
He is going to stay out, and he will inherit the lead. Second place now is going to go to, I think, Anthony McCreary. Well, this race is winding down quickly, folks. We'll take another commercial break. Come back for the finish here of the All-Star race. You know, something I don't think that many people would know, because I never ever told anybody this, but it is a fact, is that back around, I think it was around November-ish, I ended up telling everybody that I was going to be gone for a few days. We were going down to visit my aunt and uncle down in Maryland. And I knew that I wasn't going to really be able to have any internet communication with anybody. I did post up some sign-up videos for, I think it was for Season 3, for a Mobile Cup Series, Snickers Cup Series, all that. But I had my computer down there, so I'd be able to keep track of all that stuff. But I wasn't really able to have extensive time on the internet to be able to, you know, upload races and everything. But I wanted to make sure that while I was down there in the free time that I had, that I was going to get races done, so that when I came back home I could upload them, and, you know, people would still have the races and they wouldn't have to wait so long, because I know that people really enjoy having the races come out. So this is actual fact. I ended up sleeping in, they had like a tool shed that they had turned into a little guest house. That's where I ended up sleeping by myself. It was out away from the house and everything. And every night I would go to bed somewhere between 10:30 and 11. And while I was out in the shed, I actually would record the NNSCRA races and then save them and everything, do the points out there. Pretty much, I think it was for 5 nights. I got absolutely no sleep. I went all the way through the night doing the recording of the races. So that way, by the time I got back home, the season would have been done, the standings would have been in, and everybody would get the races they were looking forward to. The nights that I did not get any sleep, I would work at least 7 or 8 hours and then get about 3 or 4 hours of sleep before starting the next day. So, you know, a lot of people don't realize that that's actually what I was doing. A lot of people don't know that that's just how seriously I take making the NNSCRA races, but just an interesting little fact there that it's true that I worked into the wee whiles of the night and actually up into the morning and at some points through the whole evening up until I ended up getting up that day to get the races out for you guys. So, you know, just a little aside there, but you know, I don't know why it happened. Just basically the fact that I wanted to get the races done. I wanted to get it done for them, and decided to use every bit of free time that I had.
We're back to the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race, watching Timmy Pacioli lead this event. When he comes down, it's going to be 2 laps to go, and he has not yet had to come down pit road. Works his way around the lap car of Jake Croven. Pacioli may have this thing in the bag.
He might. Well, we took a look at the replay, what happened between Bob Fergus and Joseph Bryant. It looks like Bob Fergus just got a little loose and kind of got into the tail end of Joseph Bryant. So we don't think it was intentional.
And here is James McLeod, Evan Gattuso, along with Anthony McCurry and Bob Fergus, the car that we were wondering had it maybe intentionally turned Joseph Bryant. We found out that's not the case. But, oh, wait a minute. No, here's the leader. They got out ahead of Pacioli somehow. Dylan Young leads, Brandon Gonzalez second. I didn't know that they got out ahead of Pacioli. They made pit stops, but... And Brandon Gonzalez, whoa, I thought he was coming down pit road. He's not. He's going for the lead. And this is it, Joseph. White flag is out. And it's these 2 drivers.
Oh, they're still listed in positions. He's still listed in position sec. No, never mind.
They update their scoring once they cross the start-finish line,
Yeah,
but now...
But even then it was delayed a little bit.
Right.
He probably pitted. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, now they are side by side. If Gonzalez gets alongside, we may have a drag race to the line here to decide this race. Dylan Young, he's got some experience. He has won at Talladega Superspeedway in the Oreo Truck Series this season. Brandon Gonzalez, however, also has restrictor plate track experience, picking up his first Snickers Cup Series victory at Talladega Superspeedway in Season 1.
He's behind Dylan Young right now. Just, I guess, he might be trying the slingshot move, too.
Well, here we go. It's turn 4, then the stripe. Will Gonzalez make a move? He's looking, and he will not do it. Dylan Young wins the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race.
And they just passed Seth Cole after they crossed the start-finish line. So Seth Cole will remain on the lead lap.
Dylan Young, man, he's been on a bit of a momentum streak. He ended up picking up his first Snickers Cup Series victory last week at Atlanta. And now he wins the All-Star Race. Seems like he's pretty hot right now.
Definitely. So we're probably just going to have to see what happens in the next 2 races.
Right.
Next 2 All-Star Series. See if there's any more bad wrecks and see what the NNSCRA will do to try and prevent that. They will probably be also in coalition with the track safety team too.
Let's take a look at the finishing order for this race as they are now official. We only had 10 cars finish on the lead lap. As you can see here, and look at the drivers that retired out of the race. That's more than half the field that retired out of the race. Of course, we know that Sean Henley and Nick Bergen took those wild flips. But certainly a good day for Dylan Young, and congrats to him on his win. And look at the finish. It was actually pretty close. 79 1/1000ths of a second.
Definitely. If he had the momentum, he probably could have done a slingshot move around him. made it even more exciting with the photo finish.
I think the thing that really Brandon Gonzalez was lacking at the end, a drafting partner.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think he could have done it on his own.
That always plays a big factor.
So congratulations to Dylan Young on winning the Oreo Truck Series All-Star Race for Season 3. Remember, if you didn't hear before, NNSCRA has mandated that it is a 25-lap race for the Oreo Trucks All-Star Race, 25-lap race for the Mobile Cup Series All-Star Race, and then it will be a 25 and 50-lap segment race for the Snickers Cup Series due to the wrecking that occurred here today. Well, once again, Dylan Young wins the race. Joseph, thanks for being here with me today.
No problem. We hope we can do it again in the next couple All-Star races.
That would be great. And thank you, all of you, for watching this event. Hope you enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and keep it here on the NNSCRA Sports Channel, Offline Racing.